I'm back, and I've eaten a snack. Yeah, that's what's been going on with me since we last left off. And now I'm ready to hop into a few more games. I'm hoping I can be at a good spot in these last 5 games, and then I don't have to play anymore. But we'll see. That's a Skarmory. And Charizard. Okay, this is definitely gonna be a Rotom game. I think Lopunny, Aerodactyl, Rotom, and Chomp. I think that's a pretty easy choice there. I don't really see Sylveon or Aegislash being of all too much help. I guess Aegislash could be nice for the Cine, but just bringing it into Team Charizard and Kingambit kind of seems like playing with fire, quite literally. But they might be going for that, whatchamacallit, Skarmory mode. Because they see I have that Aerodactyl. I mean, I have 3 fire resists. So it also would be very reasonable for them to go with Skarmory. I don't know, we'll see. Alright, a bit lower in the 1600s. Not exactly what I'd like to see, because I'd like to be gaining some more points. Alright, what if I take out the Milotic? No, actually, I'm just gonna double into the Sneasler slot. Because then if they protect, I can Encore them, and if they don't, I'm still just really... I could just take a knockout here. Alright, it seems so long as this Dueling Beat hits, we shall be in a really good spot already taking out that Sneasler. And if they go for a Coil here, that's also just something I can Encore them into. Icy Wind. That is not Coil, but it is good to know that they have that. Skarmory. This is one situation where I might actually want that Aegislash now, but I'm gonna go into Rotom. I'm gonna try and set up a Tailwind. Alright, so they are Mega Skarmory, that's kind of expected, and so we're not gonna be seeing that Charizard. Yeah, they're faster and use Iron Head. I was hoping that wasn't the case. I don't really know Mega Skarmory's speed tier. I know it's pretty fast, though. And especially after an Icy Wind. Okay, but we take the Scald very well. And now... we can fake out Skarmory and go for a Thunderbolt onto my Milotic. They protect. Maybe I should have doubled that Milotic. Because I'm not sure Thunderbolt will take out here. It is Magnet. It is Magnet. And Magnet might be... okay. No, not even close. Milotic's bulky. Yeah... means I can't Encore either. And that leftovers, not ideal. I think I'm just gonna leave Lopunny in. I don't want Garchomp potentially taking some damage. Oh, Senisha. I guess they're hoping to deal with the Rotom. But... okay, they are Protect. This isn't actually too bad. Are they Citrus on that thing? They are. That's not actually what I want to see. That means we're not two-shotting. And my Lodek's up a lot of health now. I'm going to Volt Switch out and get our Garchomp. Okay, they're really bulking out here. Though I am glad I'm Volt Switching. Oh, they're first. They go first. Oh yeah, because of the Icy Wind. Okay, at least the burn went onto Rotom. I could still get burned, I suppose. No, I can't. That's not how it works. Anyways, Volt Switch out. We've got the Lopunny in now. And their Sinish is at full again. Let's see if I can KO with Close Combat Dragon Claw. Because, yeah, they protect the Milotic there. I'm starting to learn how this trainer thinks. Oh, they protect Cinny? Okay. Well, the good news is I can Encore. One of them, at least. And I think it's gonna be my Lodek. And protect the Garchomp. The plan's coming together a bit. It's just not the greatest. Alright, one Encore down. Machagacha miss would be nice here. Alright, I think it's just gonna have to come down to this taking out. I don't think it will, unfortunately. Can we see 42% from this Dragon Claw? No, not quite. Oh. That's really bad. Huh. I mean, maybe we could survive an attack from Skarmory on Rotom. They do use that Protect. Iron Head into Garchomp. Okay. Citrus Berry activating. That's good. That's good. I really need this Thunderbolt to kill. Thank you, Thunderbolt. I think I went... Because I should be faster on both of these. They had to go for the Rotom. I don't know why they didn't go for Rotom there. That was always the optimal play. I guess if all they had was Iron Head or something? I don't know. They have a Brave Bird? Or maybe they didn't have Brave Bird? They have Rage Powder, but that's fine, because Dragon Claw should take out. And there's my Thunderbolt. Okay. Okay. A little bit of a closer call than I would have liked, but we made it through. Guess it goes to show you that Mega Skarmory ain't really shit right now. Yo, I earned some VP. I'm gonna need all that VP. As you can see, I have no VP currently. Gengar! Lopunny, we're gonna want Lopunny here. Other than that Gengar and maybe that King Gambit, Sylveon's not that great, but I kind of do like the idea of maybe a back Sylveon. It depends on who else they have. I both love and hate Aegislash here in this matchup. It's weak to 3 of them, but then it'd be really good against the other 3. And it is good against... It's got coverage. It could be a bring here. We definitely want Garchomp. Maybe we don't even lead Lopunny. Maybe we just lead Aerodactyl Garchomp. And then Lopunny in the back. And then, yeah, Sylveon. Let's go for back Sylveon this time. Kind of doing things in reverse order here. Getting a little crazy with it. So they have their Gengar out. And we speed tie on Aerodactyls. So that is good to know. But I think best choice is just Tailwind EQ, right? They do protect. We get our Tailwind up first. Did they go for Rock Slide? We're matching Tailwinds now. We're matching. Honestly, I kind of want to take out that Aerodactyl. I think that's more of a priority than Gengar, because Gengar isn't... Aerodactyl, I don't want them getting up a second Tailwind later in the game. I also just don't want it to be able to spam like Rock Slide to a Wing Beat and stuff like that. It could also be Wide Guard. Okay, they withdrew Gengar. That's what I was kind of expecting here, so... There we go. And we move first, which means we get the flinch chance, and they don't. We do not get the flinch, but that's fine. So long as Garchomp doesn't flinch here. And now that I said that out loud, you know what's gonna happen. Yep. It flinched. Great. I want to Dragon Claw into that slot just to make sure if that happens, because I think the priority is to get that Aerodactyl out of here. But I also don't like how much damage I'm going to be taking on my Garchomp. It just kills! No! Wait, that wasn't supposed to happen. Alright, I think I can skadoosh them here a little bit. But... no... Round's not taking out. Well, this is fine. I'm still gonna take out that Garchomp with Round. And maybe the mess with the Wing Beat. Okay, yeah, no. That does not sound good. I have not seemed to get any good flinches on my Rock Slides this GC, and it's always the opposing Rock Slide. Okay. Oh, they're Encoreable. They're Encoreable. And we knock out Garchomp. Okay. If anyone can do it, it's these two. Death Destroyer of Worlds can destroy. Alright, we probably survived the Sludge Bomb. Maybe. Maybe. Hopefully. Okay, we encore the Dactyl. Psychic! Oh, no. It still did quite a decent amount of damage into Gengar. If they for some reason don't have Sludge Bomb, we can maybe, but probably not win this. Because they also still have a Pokemon in the back, and it's King Gambit. Yeah, we're definitely not winning this without like a crit on King Gambit. But let's see. They do have Sludge Bomb. We do live a Sludge Bomb. Now if we get like the 10x crit onto Gengar. Oh wow, King Gambit just took that. I guess I don't have a hype or a con lined up. Okay. Thanks, Rock Slide. Getting flinched into losing the speed tie, that just feels rough. And we get knocked out of 1700s. Ugh. Oh, this is a game, an easy game for us if I've ever seen one, and I've actually seen this multiple times. Last slot, either Rotom or Aerodactyl. I'm feeling Aerodactyl. I think Aerodactyl wants to redeem herself after that last match. And you know, if my Pokemon wants to redeem themselves, who am I to deny them the opportunity? Ew, an Incineroar Admirer? I'm gonna fake out the Sneasler. They always protect Aerodactyl here. I think they're protect the Aerodactyl Andy. Got my Mega Lopunny. They are not. I protect the Aerodactyl Andy. They are a Tailwind Steve. Okay, but. We're switching out Lopunny, we're gonna protect Sylveon, Aegislash is well positioned here. You see, it's like every time I don't fake out the Aerodactyl, that's when they don't protect, but if I fake out the Aerodactyl, they're gonna protect. It's like they know. I think they've got a bug implanted in my room somewhere. They're listening to my every move. Okay. They went for close combat. I'm going to Poltergeist as Aerodactyl and Hyper Voice. Well, I might be able to live the double up of Dire Claw Rock Slide. It depends if they're Adamant or Jolly on that Sneasler, though. And also, there's always the possibility of flinching, like we saw in last game. Wide Guard! A wrong choice, buddy. Okay, that... I would not have survived the double up. Oh, the poison! Oh, what a twist. Alright, that's in sneak range now. And we get blocked by the Wide Guard. How many... I'll be able to win the Tailwind Wars here. Sylveon unfortunately goes down. Which is a shame, I really do want to show off the round stuff, they just keep calling me out. They switch out into King Gambit. They protect! Wait! Hold up. We're actually gonna get a little extra damage with our Hyper Voice here. I do not mind. I do not mind at all. Okay, I was about to say, oh, we could maybe Shadow Sneak them. Alright. We're gonna King Shield here, and Encore that Sneasler. They never got Wider Buff. I don't believe. If they did, I'm just an idiot. Missed it, but... Because King Gambit is being threatened by Lopunny. They might go for the Kowtow into Aegislash to try and activate their Defiant, but I still think that's fine. Especially since Encore going up. Our Lopunny's pretty safe here. They do kowtow the cleave. Here's the thing, they could just swap back into Aerodactyl. I could try and go for the double King Shield to bait out Sucker. It really just depends if we think they're gonna Sucker or not. I'll say they Sucker. I'll make the read. Well, yeah, no, if they don't Sucker, we just kill them with close combat. So actually, this works out well. Yeah, that was actually perfectly safe. I don't know why I was getting in my own head about that. Alright, yeah. Alright, Aerodactyl. Goodbye, Aerodactyl. I'm going to close combat into that Sneasler pot and hit something. It's either going to be Frostlass or Floette. It's not going to do too much into Floette, but Frostlass that will just take out. So if it is Frostlass in the back, we have just won this game. If it is Floette, I still think we have won this game, but it's going to be a little closer. And there is some wiggle room for them to get out if that's the case. So it's really now we're just waiting to see what they have in the back. Because you know they're going to want to stop that Sneasler out into Floette. Okay. Still, like, a close combat should do some decent damage. And the fact that now we have Aerodactyl in the back means our speed is pretty good. Oh yeah, that just does half on its own right there. Yeah, Floette is not known for having the best physical defense, especially before it has even Mega'd. I think this is pretty just good case of Poltergeist. I just double the Floette. And that Sneasler probably can't touch Aegislash. They fake out Lopunny. Probably go for Dazzling here. They Moonblast Aegislash. This shouldn't pick up. That did a lot for a resisted hit, but we are in sword form. And we don't miss, so that's game. I'm sorry, Aerodactyl, it doesn't seem like you're getting your chance to redeem yourself here. Because you're kind of just in the back. You're here for moral support, Aerodactyl. Oh wow, that Shadow Sneak just does like half. Sneasler is frail physically. And Mega Lopunny finishes it off. Okay, okay. This is good, this is good. We're now back in the top 2,000, back in the 1,700s. I want to see if I can make a little bit more of a climb. Alright. So that Excadrill's annoying. But it can't hit Rotom. I think... this is actually a tough decision here, because that Floette actually covers really well for a lot of my best answers into the rest of their team. Like, Garchomp should, in theory, be good into everything here, except for that Floette and Sinistra. But do I want to... I think I do want to bring these two... but then I can't bring everyone I want to bring. I think I really do want Rotom. Garchomp... This is tough. This is tough. It's like all of them have their pros and cons. Do I leave Lopunny behind? It could be that Lopunny is the one I leave behind. No, I like that fake out too much. I'll leave Garchomp. I'll leave Garchomp behind. And hopefully I don't regret that. Problem with being this high up on the ranking, it means it's a lot harder to find fellow high-ranked individuals. Alright, we are gonna set up a Tailwind. And one of them, we can fake out one of them. Which one should it be? I could just fake out the Excadrill and delay my Mega. But if Floette sets up like a Calm Mind, I can just Encore it into there. So, but they're gonna protect Excadrill. They're gonna keep that Sash intact. I think I'm just gonna fake out. But you know, now that I've said that out loud, they are not gonna keep that Sash intact. They're just gonna go for damage. Come on, show me that Protect on Excadrill. No, they didn't. Because of course not. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of this position. I think I'm gonna not Mega, because maybe I can... Okay. Oh my gosh. Hold up. They protected. They don't know. I just need this close combat to pick up. I do not have stab on it, so it might not. No, I should have just Mega'd. Because now... Okay. That's fine. That's a bit more fine. We'll get Aegislash in here. And, Shadow Sneak you. And Encore you. And I just want to Shadow Sneak, because, they could always go for the Tyranitar option and get, the speed boost on Excadrill. So Shadow Sneak, I'm sure they can't do that. But I'm hoping they fall right into my Encore. Honestly, this might have been even better if it didn't. I'm not exactly sure how I feel about that last turn. But at least now I can safely Mega. And they didn't switch out. They protected again. Hold up. Hold up. This is cinema. Okay, but what if I don't need to Encore them. I can just... I'm just gonna double the Excadrill slot here. If they... Because, like, I'm thinking Tyranitar is gonna come in at some point. Is this big brain or is it stupid? Only time shall tell. And time's a little bitch. Okay, show me Tyranitar. You know what, Sneasler, I'm fine. This double up probably still kills Sneasler. Sinistcha. Okay. No Tyranitar. Yep. Double up kills. Now, though, Sinistcha's a bit of a problem. I will admit. Never mind, they sent an Excadrill. This is actually exactly what I wanted to see. Because now I just get to throw in my friend Rotom. How do I want to maneuver this? Because they're probably gonna EQ... Would EQ pick up Aegis Slash? I think not. I don't see really any other option, though. Yeah, we can take it. We can tank. Alright, we Volt Switch. And the Lopunny, they can't protect. They cannot protect without being encoreable. Okay, we hit. Good news. This is good news. But Float might be strong enough just to win the game on its own here. Which I'm worried about. They can't protect. We will get some chip on them. The optimal move for them would be to protect Excadrill here, actually. And not Float. But they don't. They're a little too afraid of the Encore shenanigans. And now... King's Shield. I will close combat. I wonder if Close Combat Shadow Sneak... Close Combat Shadow Sneak probably might pick up, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't really know Mega Floette's stats. I should probably know Mega Floette's stats. It's one of the best Pokemon in the game. But it's relatively new, and I'm bad at remembering stats. Alright. Now the real question is, do I want to go for a Shadow Sneak here for guaranteed damage? Yeah, I think so. I think we go for Shadow Sneak. And we Thunderbolt. And I don't really see Dazzling Gleam picking up both of them. But there's even a chance Shadow Sneak just takes out Floette. Because Aegislash is kind of that guy. Aegislash is that guy. Thank you, Aegislash. Low-key the MVP of this team. I'm very glad I switched to Shadow Sneak. One of the last decisions I made before getting this team ready was changing that to... I originally had Iron Head, but now it's Shadow Sneak. And that has clearly won me a lot of games here. And I've never really felt like I've been missing Iron Head all too much. Alright, this is a very similar team to when we faced like 2 rounds ago. Alright, I feel pretty good about bringing the top 4 here. If I win this one, I might be able to call it here. I might be high up enough. Though I might want to just push a little higher. Because, like, every game won is a little more glory, but every game lost is a lot more frustration. Both have purple hair, that's kind of neat. Rescue Legion. Do I fake out the Basque or the Sneasler? I'm faking out the Sneasler. And just launching a Hyper Voice. I want to get off some rounds in this game. Okay, Wave Crash into Lopunny. That takes out. But I think after Recoil, like... Hyper Voice, either... We'll put it very close to range. Not quite. That is Citrus. Okay. This is not going according to plan. But I think we just sneak Sneasler and Hyper Voice. I don't like that we lost Lopunny there. I thought we'd survive a Wave Crash. I know we have before, so maybe it's a roll. Maybe it just depends on nature. Maybe that's something I should have calced for and added some bulk for that. Oh, they just went with the last respects. Okay, I didn't know if they'd do that. Well, we're even in Pokemon, but the problem is, my two Pokemon are slow. And if it's Floette... It's Frostlass. I actually don't mind Frostlass. And Gambit. Okay. Let's Hyper Voice here. And I need to try and take out Gambit. I don't know if we will, especially if they Veil. Blizzard. Come on. Yeah, big damage. Big damage. Yeah! Oh, okay, okay. Wait, hold up. Big damage. Hold up, I didn't know we had big damage in this game. That's a crit on Sylveon, right? No, okay, that just did a lot more than it did the first time around. Woo! Rotom with the magnet taking kills. Damn! Alright, how high up are we? Not in the top 1,000. I think I'm going to continue climbing a little more, but I'm going to take a little bit of a break.